this is Canterbury Trails Farm, and we are out at the farm today, and we are fixing to give you a short update. We have all the baseboards in the bedroom, finally! Yay! Everything is done in this room except for the closet, and we got our caulk and touch-up paint, obviously. And we got the hallway also has baseboards. We still have to touch up the end where the stain got on the paint, and the caulking and everything still has to happen in here. But we are done with those two rooms, except for the closet in here. The closet still needs to be finished, and we're going to put bookshelves in here. But that was like one of the, like more decorative stuff. So waiting on that. So next week we're doing the living room, and then we should start caulking and touching up paint. And the next thing is the bathroom. We have all the stuff for the bathroom. We just need to get the bathroom done. So that's the plan, and then we're hoping to get to the finish this room out, and then early next year we'll do the kitchen, little by little, getting it done. So this is a short update to let you. So bathroom update, we have the floor in, and we are getting the blocks up to block the wall for the support for the sink. We have the sink, and we are waiting on the installation kit, and then we'll get the sink up, and then we're gonna get the beadboard on the wall. We have to put a piece of drywall, and then we're gonna get the beadboard on the wall. So the bathroom is coming along, and now we're gonna go out and see about the garden. So I was looking at some old videos, like I was looking for something, I can't remember what it was now, and I realized, wow, it's been a long time since y'all have seen the garden. In a lot of the videos it isn't even here yet, but every year I work on it a little bit. Obviously, as finances allow, I buy a little bit of things for the garden, and we buy things for the inside. So the garden is sort of a every year I add a little bit to it, and yeah, I've been trying to train the wisteria to go around this arbor. So my youngest son put the arbor together. I think we actually have a video of when we did all of that. And then when we found our little rescue kitten Dottie, we had we put the sign up there we named it Dottie's Garden. I have wisteria growing over there, and then if you remember, about a year before my grandfather passed, he gave me some money for birthday, and I planted a rose bush with a plaque for him, and a rose bush with a plaque for my grandmother. And the grandmother rose bush is doing really good. My grandfather rose bush had a problem during the winter, and part of it died, and I had to cut it way back. But he seems to be doing okay now. Yeah, it's like male pronouns. I got hydrangea. I just planted. These are my new things for this year. So they're growing. This whole mess over here is like I got the fence up, but eventually I need to get a whole bunch of dirt. These tires are here because there's some low places that I'm just going to fill in with the tires and then put the dirt over it, so I can sort of level it without having to use a whole bunch of dirt. But anyway, that's next year's project. I have a climbing rose bush there, which is doing okay. That was new this year. And more wisteria. I'm trying to get all this fence whole way around covered with the wisteria. And I've got jasmine and gardenia, and one other thing that I don't remember. This might be lilac. Lilac bush. Yeah, lilac. And then I think gardenia and jasmine over here. And then, of course, Mr. Rocco Taco. Something had to dig them up. And we were saying, I mean, they dug deep, whatever it was. And we were saying, you know, it's been over a year. There's nothing under there but bones and probably his polyester blanket that we wrapped him in. But they didn't get him, so that was good. And over in this area is where there's going to be, I'm going to have pavers and make like a little patio area with, I have a table and chair and have a bench. So that is coming up. I've got the sand, and I got the table and chair, and I got the bench, but I have to get the pavers yet. So that's sometime happening. I don't know when. So it's a nice little garden. I have areas still here that I haven't filled in because, like I said, it's a couple things every year that I add to it. And this year it was the hydrangea and the lilac and the gardenia and the jasmine were my new things for this year. So they're all doing good. And I got some squash growing over here, but I don't know. I got poison oak, and I've got poison ivy, and who knows what else growing over here. Just regular ivy, I think. And it's just, I had it all cut back, and we had covered it with dirt and mulch, and it was dead for a while. But we've had so much water this year that it's just coming out. It doesn't care. It's growing through. It's almost time for sundown, and I have all these little lights, so I'm excited. The gnome around, the little pink gnome by Rocco's grave lights up, and I got little tulips that light up. I got little lights here and there that light up, and it's really pretty. But Chris is going to start mowing soon, so I don't want to try to compete with the mower. But I just wanted to let you see we got the baseboards up, and the garden is doing good little by little. It's a lot fuller than it was last time y'all probably saw it. It's coming along. It's going to be slow, but that was our plan, and we knew it was going to take us a while to do it debt-free. And we're still on target. Still have time, so we're going to finish up the main house and then start on our daughter's house, and we should be done by the time it's time to move in. So it's taken probably a little bit longer than we planned, but that's okay. You know, the important thing is we don't incur any debt, and we get it done little bit by little. And we did have a new roof put on, metal roof, so that was pretty cool. That was last year's. Basically that was last year's thing, because we had to, pay that off and everything. So, but my pear tree has no pears. It was full of blossoms, and then we had a huge storm, and everything got blown off. Everything. And so there's not a single pear on the tree, which is really sad. And my peach tree at the other house was full of peaches, and the squirrels made off with all of them. So next year I need to net that tree, which is such a pain. The pear tree is bloomed out this year. Last year we had such crazy weather, I never saw a single flower, and we got no pears. Also, it was 5 years when we planted it, so now it's probably about 10 years. Other pear tree that we thought got killed by a wild hog. It burrowed and scratched itself and stuff. It's coming back, and the peach tree is fixing to bloom out. There's a couple little buds there, and I planted some tulips and hyacinth and some various other bulbs, because that seems to be what does well up here, and they are coming up. So there, look, those yellow ones are artificial, but the pink and the purple are all the ones I planted, and they're all coming up around Rocco Taco and Putty to Catch Grave that we have out here in the garden. Pink ones are also artificial, but you can see that they're all starting to come up down there, and the big purple and pink ones are up. There was like a whole assortment of tulips, and they're all pink and purple anyway, so they're all coming up, so that looks pretty. So today the garden is starting to come to life. Crazy weather we've had. So today I cleaned up the garden, and Chris cleaned up the yard, and we worked on the bathroom, and so that's what we can do. Like I said, we were waiting on the installation kit for the sink, but we wanted to go ahead and get part of it done. So that's what's next, and then we're going to finish the walls out in there. We have to pick up the stuff for the tub, the surround materials, and because we're going to leave the original tub and just redo the walls and stuff. So that's next on the list, and we should be done with the bathroom soon, and we can start on that kitchen. And hopefully, if everything goes well, the kitchen will be done by fall. That's the hope. So we'll see how it goes. So the other rest of the house, except for the laundry room and the kitchen, and the closets, and we have some weird random stuff like doorknobs and stuff in certain rooms. So we'll be doing that. And then we'll start on Anna's house, which is back there in the distance behind the pear tree. And so that's really the update that we have. So this has been Canterbury Trails Farm. We'll see you later.